started this Felix series about 3-4 years ago, and it sort of has a little funny history to it. There was a booth that sold retro decals, and I would pick them up. They sort of look like this, and this is Batman. I got Felix the Cat, and even some old bands like The Clash, and one of them I cut in half, and trying to integrate it when putting it on my surfboard, and the shape of the face cut in half with just the ears popping over a horizon line of the logo on the surfboard, sort of how it sort of kind of excited my son and I. And then I just started doodling it everywhere, on newspapers, while I read, envelopes, just sort of kind of evolved.
Much of my art might fall under the thread of activist subject matter, which lives more in the underbelly of the work people actually see, although most of my drawings and paintings are tongue-in-cheek. Overall, the work does not address what usually dominates the public sphere. The art speaks more to the deconstruction of vintage characters, cartoon in nature, which other artists also use as source material. I have chosen a direction to dismantle most of the caricature down to a minimal, abstract shape. Sometimes my approach manifests in what the rules are. I think about this often, things that get me unnerved, and how it relates to my aesthetic, which seeps more like osmosis unconsciously into my work. Something important would happen when I employ varied techniques. Each new pass, novel renditions emerge, which I find germinate new artwork out of previous versions. This process forms organically as accidents materialize, more nuanced in style. The Felix series finally came together when I removed some facial features, removing the large, dark pupils from the eyes. It transformed the feline mane into a more minimal composition, solidifying the style into a clean, upscale, iconic image. Ultimately, I think it all comes together in that moment when you realize the close synergy you have developed with your own work. And that's when you create a truly great work of art, something groundbreaking that will violate someone's thoughts. I'm heading to the Novato Gallery today to speak with the director, Anne Novato. I'm bringing with me a scaled-down model of her exhibition space, sharing the initial steps in a presentation with my new body of work in miniature. This should help us curate the exhibition together for the opening in September. Anne has some really great ideas. I'm excited to see her interpretations. She made some great suggestions on further bringing out portions of the main wall to be even more three-dimensional. She added some good suggestions about the real cigarettes I had wanted to hang from the ceiling
Right.
And then this section here I could either do with gels or just have it standing there. But this I made this section. So this is like the top part and that's the bottom part, and I blew them up separately.
Do you want to do, off of that, would you want to do silk screens or those over that background? That way you would have another thing you might be able to commodify too. I mean, just.
To think about too.
I love this image too. I remember what this was.
Yeah, so this was me thinking if Felix, I was pretty depressed when I did that, but I was thinking of Felix.
It's like Anselm Kiefer meets, I don't know, somebody.
Oh, I love his work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of him just sort of like Felix got a little too wasted and just flopped on the ground, so you would see his ears, because he doesn't really have a face.